Hey everyone, I found this game. It's an oldie but goodie by Amiralo. It's called Monochrome and Colors. I started a little bit of it previously, and it's not really conducive to like a full-on playthrough, but I do think that you should check it out. So I am going to be doing the introduction for it. There's going to be five chapters, and then in the fifth chapter, you choose which boy to end with. So it's kind of interesting, it's kind of obvious, and only the dialogue changes a little bit. And this is her very first game. So, who are you? Don't leave me. So she had a nightmare. My name is Claude. Female, freshly 17, high school junior. Hobbies include looking at pictures, staring at stuffed animals, in the sky. Favorite food is pork cutlet. Cannot stand beef. Single. My mother and father met at grad school and got married after 3 years of engagement. Miraculously, despite the occasional heated screaming over the phone bill miscalculation, they are still together after 18 years. I suppose we fit the image of a happy family, even if the last time we had was supper together was last Christmas. How are they still together then? But okay. I live in Cassia City. It is known for its multitude of shopping malls and haute couture. It's also home to the filthy rich and the starving artists. I guess it's an okay place to live if you're not the starving artist. I guess my life is good, except for one thing. I cannot see any colors. I don't really remember how it became that way, but it is the way it is. I've come to peace with it. I went to breakfast by myself and go to school. Hello, stranger. Contemplate spider flight. Who are you, and what are you doing in my living room? I'm sorry for your distress. I do realize it is upsetting to find a strange man in your living room. Oh my gosh, it's a man. But do try to be calm and hear me out. How can he expect me to be calm? My name is Mr. Jin, and I will be your fairy godfather for the day. Gender identified, must destroy. Or no, creep identified. Oh my gosh, look at these eyes. After 15 minutes of screaming, stabbing, and misunderstanding. So in exchange for giving me back my color vision, you want me to get a guy named Leroy Linford to paint me? That's about right. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? To make it easier for you, I have pulled some strings in order to make him come to your school. He should be in your class by now. Here's a picture reference. Hey, he's cute! Isn't that the artist that got interviewed a couple of months ago? The 17-year-old genius? Isn't there something about how he never paints girls? How am I supposed to get him to paint me then? I never said it was an easy task. Besides, it's not every day where you get an offer that breaks natural laws. Standing here perfectly fine after you've stabbed me twice in the leg should be enough to prove my powers. Though there is no time limit, I suggest you finish the task while he is still in school with you. You should also talk with people as much as possible. You never know what clue might pop up. Come find me whenever you may need help or just want to see me. That was a weird morning. Let's go to school. Hi, Claude. What? Oh, it's you, Tom. He's been my best friend. He's a good cook. He's a closet nerd. He's not gay, shocking. He has a pet turtle called Peanut Butter. Oh, that's so cute. Great, you're here. I was looking for you. Look, I have something very important to tell you. I tell him about the bizarre man and his tempting offer. So what do you want me to do? Oh, that's him. So what do you want me to do? I will try my best to help you in any way I can. I thought you were going to say I was crazy. I trust you completely and unconditionally. You know, you shouldn't smile at a girl and say something like that. It's bad for the heart. But thanks. Since you put it that way, can I rely on you to tell me where to find Leroy? Where to find him? He's usually in the art room after class. But I have to warn you, he's usually not alone. Oh, and Claude, please be careful. Be careful? What do you mean? Nothing bad is going to happen in an art classroom. I'll tell you how it goes tomorrow. See ya! after school in the art classroom. Oh, and what do you notice there? I don't know what to be more surprised at. The dozen noisy girls around him? Or the fact that I can see the color of his eyes and the color of the picture he painted. He has blue eyes! Hello! Oh, displeased. Ninja pose! Crap, he caught me ugly at him like a stalker. I just wanted to survey the target today. Now I have to go up and do some damage control. Bows to the horny world. Hey, you must be Leroy! Awkwardness is floating in the air. Look, if you want my autograph, it's on sale on eBay. If you want my photograph, order the early October issue of the newspaper. If you want me to teach you art, no, I don't have time. If you want to confess your undying love to me, I am not interested. How much does a commission to draw me cost? Are you nuts? I don't draw women. Now get out. That was very intense. You're being thrown out. I didn't even get my name across. It wasn't like I wasn't expecting it. Maybe he'll be more receptive if I used other methods. But he doesn't seem like the type to be forced. What I need to do now is go home and get some sleep. Claude! Let's walk home together. I met Leroy. He's a douche. I did warn you. Want me to talk to him for you? Nah, I can take care of him. You know, we should go get some ice cream. Sure. By the way, Amiralo, you are a genius. I do not know how you manage to come up with such interesting premises all the time. Like a girl who can't see colors but can only see colors if she gets this guy to paint her. Do you know what I mean? Let's ask him. Leroy may be a douche, but he might be a genius. I can actually see the colors in his pictures. I don't remember I saw anything other than the dull and drab. The flowers he paints are truly beautiful too. I sort of get why he's world famous. Maybe I should look him up in further details. It's only safety precautions. Like I said, I could take you to his art exhibit. Claude probably wants to go with Leroy. I mean, I can get you tickets so you can bring someone with you. Who is talking, by the way? I don't know. I'm only approaching him to get back my sense of color. Why do I get the notion you're like an anxious dad watching his daughter go out on a first date? Let's talk about something else. That dream is starting to bother me. The one where the person says goodbye to me, but I don't know who he is. I had it again. I'm not scared though, it just makes me feel so nostalgic. Oh, he has a very sad expression, like as if his precious pet turtle peanut butter died. Relax, it's just a dream. You take things way too seriously. He's reacting really weird. What did your hair look like before? Remember how you used to have that mullet haircut when you were a kid? That reminded me so much of an oversized Japanese doll that I just had to talk to you. And now you're the very strong and silent type. Speaking of which, I would never expect to get such a forward haircut. Why'd you choose it? It was an accident? I was going for a crew cut, but the hairstylist assigned to me was very passionate about his work. I didn't know how to refuse him, and this was the result. We became friends, and I just kept getting the same hairstyle over and over again. He didn't really ask my opinion. You're such a softie, you know that? A good-looking teddy bear who looks scary but is totally cuddly and huggable. Don't give me that expression. It's the highest compliment I could ever give. You should be thankful I think so highly of you. I think that was all I had to talk about. Tom could really use a self-help guide on how to start conversations. That's cute. Ooh, look at us swooshing. Yes? Well, I guess I'm home. Thanks for eating ice cream with me today. Now I feel energized enough to think of a better strategy to approach Leroy. Do you really want your vision of color back? Huh? What do you mean? Of course I would want my vision of color back. It's not like it's good fun for me to only see black and white, not to mention the difficulties of looking at the traffic lights when crossing the street. Is something bothering you? Some things are better forgotten. Just remember that, Claude. You are involved in my loss of color and the goodbye. And I don't know. So he doesn't tell me anything. Rude. She's like, yeah, best friends sometimes have secrets. Whoa! That he's secretly Slender Man? Because that's what he looked like for a second. So many weird things have happened today. Even Trusty Tom is acting like he's taking the wrong medicine. Never mind, time to go to bed. I can only hope that dream doesn't come again. I was kind of hoping it'd be like The Giver and she'd get different colors. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time there lived a princess named Isabel. She was so beautiful that everyone in the kingdom wanted to marry her. But she was so proud and cared for no one. One day a wizard came and fell in love with her. When the wizard proposed, she laughed and scorned him. I am a princess, and you are just a wizard. I do not care to live in the stench of potions for the rest of my life. I don't like the princess. It is rude to interrupt. Sorry. It's okay. Anyways, the wizard got angry and said a curse on the princess. He turned her into a marionette, a puppet who can see but cannot move, who can hear but cannot talk, and who will be forever beautiful but will never die. Since you are so proud of your appearance, let's see what you are with only your delicate shell. At first the whole kingdom was terrified at what happened to the princess, but time wiped the princess away from the people's memories, and soon she was no more than a pretty little-sized doll from ancient times. Years passed, then centuries. Isabella lost track of time. She wanted to cry, but she had no tears. She wanted to scream, but she had no voice. She wanted to die, but she kept on living. Just when she was about to lose all hope, a prince came along. He had eyes like the green forest and hair like burning fire. He wore the noble colors of purple blue, and he rode a white stallion. Despite the fact that the princess was as lifeless as a doll, the prince madly fell in love with her. He took the princess back to his kingdom, and against the objection of the whole court, married her. He did not care what others thought. He believed that she was alive. It's like Lars and the Real Girl. The silent years had made the princess' heart turn as emotionless as rock, but the prince's warm attitude slowly melted the ice within her. Although she still could not speak, move, or even age, she began to feel alive again. Slowly, she fell in love with the prince. That made her even more miserable. No matter how much the prince did for her, she could only sit as still as a puppet and could not touch him. She could not kiss him. She could not tell him she loved him. Even the greatest love cannot withstand the withering of time. As time passed, the prince quickly aged, and the princess remained forever young. It wasn't before long when the princess sat lifelessly beside the prince's deathbed. As he held on to her hand and told the princess he loved her one last time, the prince passed away. The princess was devastated. Till the very last, she could not even squeeze the prince's hand back even once. The prince's lifeless hand slowly slipped away from her own. As she sat there staring at the prince's lifeless hands, the wizard who cursed her entered into the room. Well, my princess, you seem to have learned your lesson. As a compensation, I will grant you one wish. What may it be? Suddenly, the princess found that she could move once more. With tears brimming in her eyes, the princess spoke for the first time in several centuries. I wish to hold the prince's hand once more in my own. Trembling, the princess reached for the prince's hands and brought it slowly to her lips. Then, with a soft sigh and a peaceful smile, the princess was dissolved into rose petals and scattered all over the prince's dead body. And that's it! How do you like my story? Where did you even think of a story like that? It's awfully depressing. My father said that sad stories are the best. Maybe he's wrong? Hey, Claude, not that I want anything bad to happen to you, but will you be my princess when you grow up? Huh, I guess so, but only if you become a prince first. That's really weird. The color of the forest, the red of the fire, came in sea color. But if that dream was real, that means that once upon a time I could see colors. It would also mean that I had a fiancé since age 5. I really hope it's not Tom. Whatever. Screw the dream, it's probably the cookies I ate last night before I went to sleep. What I need to do is get to school and make a plan and get Leroy to paint to me. Operation Leroy. Oh, there are colors. Whoa! 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 Is that Leroy? I should probably stop staring now. Why is he smiling at me like I'm a cute, fluffy animal? Colorful stranger. If you're really sorry, do I get a kiss in return? Dude, no. Are you hitting on me? Hitting you? I would never do something to harm you in any way. I am merely professing my adoration for a lovely lady. And he says it in the most sincere and innocent way possible. He's gotta be kidding. I have offended you, have I? I am so sorry. I shouldn't be so careless. Let me introduce myself. My name is Roland Vervain, and I am a new international student here at Cassius High. I will be in the junior class starting from today. I am sorry about what I said earlier. I was meaning to compliment you, but it came out the wrong way. I'm new to the country, and I don't really know anyone around here. So, if you are not too busy, can you maybe show me around? This kid is a real piece of work. How can he transition from being a professional womanizer into an innocent little kid within seconds? What stinks is I can't even refuse the little kid, even the fake one. Fine, but I have something to do right now. I'll show you around Cassius High when school's over. Oh! He just kissed my forehead. What are you doing? It is a custom in our country to kiss a lady on the forehead as an expression of gratitude and respect. I am truly sorry to offend you again. It looks as if kissing has just been told Santa Claus does not exist. Don't do it again. I've got to be the first girl in the whole school to lose her first kiss to a foreign custom. How pathetic is that? Well, it's on the forehead, first of all, so it doesn't count. Look, nice meeting you and all, but I have to go now. See you later. Or not. And then the antique shop with Mr. Jin. Is there something different? Wow! I hope it's not those dastardly twins here with another request. Meridor is stupid enough, but her brother Isidore is as cunning. Isidore! Who remembers that jerk face? Oh, will you look at that? Everybody is here. Here's our loyal and steadfast knight, ready to protect the princess with his life. Here's our brooding, oblivious prince, absolutely unaware of what is going on and what is about to happen, including the princess that he is about to fall dead hard in love with. Here is our evil lord, out to obtain the princess's love at all cost. And here's me, the wizard, a bystander who has little to play out in the story itself, but fuels the magic that got everything started. And of course, there's our princess, the single crossing point of us all. Practical, knife-handy, and deeply confused. I quite like this princess. I wonder what path she will choose and whom she will walk it with. Well, I have to admit, Claude moves fast. I was expecting at least a good week for everyone to be in this place, yet Claude managed it in only 2 days. Since everybody is here now. Now the story can begin. And that was the end of chapter 1! Ah! I seriously hope you all enjoyed it. So that's just a little glimpse of it. I'm not sure if you guys want me to read the rest of it, or if you'd like to play it yourself. But I really recommend it. Amiralo is the same person who did like the Saccharine games and Reverie and Where Atabanas Grow. So definitely check this one out. It's her original. You know, it's the very first one that she did. It does have some grammatical errors and isn't quite as fine-tuned or interactive, but it's a really interesting story so far, and since she just reopened it from the vault, I kind of figured I would share it with you in case you didn't know it existed. I hope you enjoy, like I've been enjoying. I hope you all stay sweet, and let me know what you think in the comments. Have a great day, and take over the world, but, you know, do it nicely. And I hope that your day is filled with lots of color. And potentially some love.